Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to my official NFL, I almost said college football, NFL Week 2 best bets, going through 10 best bets that I absolutely love for Week 2. And then we've got some surprise parlays at the end, guys. You know, I got to do that. But let's get right into it, starting with number 1, the Chargers at Chiefs. The over 54.5. Guys, this is a Thursday night game. This is September Mahomes, Justin Herbert. The NFL, they were pissed last week. It was a flop Thursday night game. Only 41 total points were scored. The NFL is going to want this game to be really entertaining. Unfortunately, it is on Amazon Prime. How are we supposed to stream live sports? That's ridiculous. But folks, take the over 54.5. The NFL knows they're going to Amazon Prime. They want a big, entertaining first matchup. There's going to be some pass interference calls. They want Mahomes to throw 4 or 5 touchdowns. Justin Herbert, we know how good he is, both of these offenses. Although Keenan Allen, little injury there. Is he going to be, good to play? Let's make sure of that. Number 2, the Jets at the Browns. I'm taking the under 40.5 in this one. Guys, the Browns, they're going to want to run it. I think they're going to get up early. Jacoby Brissett, certainly not the greatest of passers, and they've really only got Amari Cooper on the outside. The Browns maybe get up like 10-3, 10-0, and they just run the ball the entire second half. And the Jets, it was completely anemic. Week 1, scoring 9 points, 59 pass attempts. It's disgusting, folks. Disgusting. I'm taking the under. I think the game script plays into the Browns, leaning on Nick Chubb, leaning on Kareem Hunt. They'll probably cover the 6, but I feel more comfortable with a score like 23-14, the under clearly hitting in that one. Number 3, the Commanders, plus 2.5 at the Detroit Lions. I do think the Commanders win this game outright. Maybe I'm underestimating the Lions, but guys, we need to put into context that Detroit Lions Week 1 performance. Let's be real, they were getting hammered. They came back late. Yes, they've got young talent. Yes, Jeffrey Okuda's a shutdown cornerback. We understand all of that. But the Commanders are actually underrated at this point with Curtis Samuel back and healthy. They've got Jahan Dotson playing well. He caught a touchdown. He was their first-round pick. We all know Terry McLaurin, the phenomenal receiver. The Commanders, I like them plus 2.5. This could be one of those annoying things where if the Commanders lose, it might be on a walk-off field goal. And if you got them plus 2.5, you're screwed. But I would love to get them plus 3.5. I don't think that line's anywhere, though. Number 4, the Panthers plus 2.5 at the Giants. Guys, if there's anything I know about the NFL, it has a lot of parity. The Panthers come into this game 0-1, heartbreaking loss. The Giants come into this game 1-0, crazy comeback win. I see both of these teams 1-1 after week number 2. I've got the Panthers going into MetLife. Baker Mayfield throwing to DJ Moore. I've got them winning this game right around 27-23. And normally I don't like doing this, doubling up on one game, but I am very confident in the over. I think Daniel Jones will have a good day rushing the football, and both of these teams will score over 20 points. If that's the case, it would be very hard for the over 43 not to hit. Once again, I like the Panthers. Thinking about the parity in the NFL, I'd be very surprised if the Giants went to 2-0 on the year. Give me the Panthers plus 2.5 and the over. Number 6, the Dolphins at the Ravens, the over 44.5. So this is just one of those games that I think both of these teams are going to be able to generate offense. There seems to be a weird thing. Any game in Baltimore, it feels like it's never a high score. I don't know if that's just me, but it just always has a weird vibe to it. I still do like the over. Again, should be a competitive, close football game. Some offense should get generated. 44.5 is not a scary number to reach. I like the over. The Ravens at home, Lamar Jackson didn't get a new contract. He's going to want to prove something. Their offense should move the ball. Also possibly getting J.K. Dobbins back. And then the Dolphins, I think they're due for a pretty good offensive day. It was really the defense in week 1 for Miami that won them that game. They only scored 20 points. They've got Tyreek Hill. Maybe he breaks a long touchdown. That would certainly help the over in this one. Number 7, the 49ers minus 9.5 versus the Seahawks. So the Seahawks coming off of that somewhat fluky Monday Night Football win where they stopped the Broncos twice at the goal line. The 49ers coming off that horrible loss that I think was a complete aberration based mainly on a horrible weather situation with the downpour throughout the entire game. I love Trey Lance. I'm still on the bandwagon, and I'm taking the 49ers to easily cover 9.5 in this one. I think Trey Lance gets 4 total touchdowns, maybe like 2 passing, 2 rushing, and they crush the Seahawks, who are due for a major loss after surprisingly starting the season 1-0. How about the Bengals minus 7.5 at the Cowboys? Guys, sometimes the most obvious thing is the answer. And here we know the Cowboys, the quarterback concerns, Mike White, who's starting, nobody knows. I'll take the Bengals minus 7.5. This is a great situation for Joe Burrow. After the miserable week 1 performance, he will improve his stats greatly in a very non-pressure situation. The Bengals defense should be able to do whatever they want with the Cowboys offense. Dak Prescott being out. I'm surprised this line isn't, Cincinnati minus 9. I know Cincinnati is on the road, but with the Cowboys, the way their season is, the quarterback situation, you've got to think the Bengals will easily cover here, especially after the Bengals losing week 1. They're going to want to come back with a vengeance and crush the Cowboys, especially Joe Burrow. I'm thinking 4 passing touchdowns, no interceptions for Burrow in week 2. We've got the Cardinals at the Raiders, the over 51.5. So I think both of these teams are due to generate significant offense, especially the Raiders. You've got Derek Carr coming off of that, 3 interception game. They had only 19 total points. Cardinals really only could score in garbage time. I think Kyler Murray gets a rushing touchdown and 2 passing touchdowns in this one. You're talking about a higher scoring, close Las Vegas win. In my opinion, Las Vegas, they've got Devontae Adams, they've got Darren Waller. We know the Cardinals week 1, the defense was horrible against Kansas City. High scoring game that Las Vegas ends up winning. I'll take the over 51.5. And then number 10, this is the 7:15 Monday night game. It is the Titans at the Bills. I'll take the over 49.5. I expect the Bills to jump out to a big lead and then the Titans to score a bit towards the end. Remember, the first game the Bills played, the under actually hit. They won 31-10. I think it'll reverse. I think they're due for it. The over in this game ends up hitting Bills-Titans Monday night. I like the Bills to get over 30 points in their home opener, and the Titans should generate enough offense for the over to hit in that one. And then we've got a few different parlays here. Of course, my world famous safe parlay that's made people, multiple millions of dollars. It's ridiculous at this point. It's just crazy. Number 1, the Cardinals at the Raiders, the over 45.5. So I'm eating some of the points there. It is minus 250. But again, it's the safe parlay. We want to be safe. We want to be secure. I like the over in this game, but I'll cut some points down. Give me the over 45.5. That's an auto lock. I'll take the LA Rams money line versus the Falcons. Will they cover the 10.5? I think they will, but even if they don't, I would be shocked if the Rams started 0-2 with back-to-back home losses, especially the second loss being to the Falcons. That is not going to happen, so they will definitely win this game, at least, by the money line. The Colts money line at the Jaguars, I love the Colts this week to win. They're 0-1. Jaguars, I don't want to underestimate the Jaguars. They didn't play horrible week 1, but I really believe in this Colts team. I think they're a lock to win the AFC South. They've got a really good offensive line. Matt Ryan is good enough. Michael Pittman is a young emerging receiver, superstar running back, really good defense. It's just a really well-built team. So I would be genuinely shocked if they tie week 1 with Houston and then lose to, imagine they tied in back-to-back weeks. They start the season 0-2. Honestly, I would that would be hilarious. It'd be so funny. I would like to see that happen. And then the Browns money line versus the Jets. It's just tough to pick the Jets for anything at this point with the quarterback situation. It does look like Joe Flacco will be starting, but the Browns in that defense, they're gonna, they could allow 7 points the entire game. That one. So the Browns definitely, they have a miserable middle of the season schedule. They know they need to stack up wins. They need to win these games, especially against the Jets. That is my absolute safe parlay, and we can see the overall odds there. It's plus 245. It's the auto lock, guys. If you want free money, I'm trying to give it away. I'm trying to make more people, millionaires. I get emails every day, people donating me, Venmoing me thousands of dollars saying, thank you, I want to give back. Guys, I appreciate it. And then we've got our second parlay here. This is just kind of maybe a little bit more of a long shot, but the first game's not a long shot. The 49ers are not going to start the season 0-2, and the Seahawks are not going to start the season 2-0. So give me the 49ers money line there. Panthers money line at the Giants. I talked about that one, the parity in the NFL. This is just a parity game. Okay, the Panthers are going to win. There's no way the Giants are going 2-0. I honestly could see the Panthers going to 0-2, but I just can't see the Giants going to 2-0. Baker Mayfield, horrible first half, but he was really good in the second half, and I think they get Christian McCaffrey more involved in the passing game, and also they got to target DJ Moore more. It's weird with DJ Moore. They need to target, I'm trying to say they need to target DJ more, but it sounds weird. So it's just, they need to throw DJ Moore more passes. Well, that happened again. Whatever, guys. I'm taking the Panthers money line at the Giants. Baker's not horrible. I think, guys, I got this weird vision that Daniel Jones has like a rushing touchdown. I don't know what it is. And then number 3, I'll take the Commanders money line. I talked about this. The Commanders money line at the Lions. I think people are overrating the Lions. I really do. The Lions, they've got a likable coach. They've got some offensive talent. Jeff Okudah's a superstar. We get it. DeAndre Swift is also a superstar. How about DeAndre Swift? A 51-yard carry on the second play of the game, and then he gets his touchdown sniped by Jamal Williams. That was so disappointing. But yeah, people don't realize, they look at the score, oh, it was 38-35. No, guys, it really wasn't that close. The Eagles were in control of that game, so I will take the Commanders being a little bit undervalued. It's not that I love Carson Wentz or anything, but they've got a nice offense. They really do. And then this is the overall odds on a 3-teamer. It is plus 470. So, guys, those are my overall picks. I will say when it comes to that first game, I'm just thinking about this. We got to make sure Keenan Allen is playing. But I still do I still like the over in that game. I think the NFL knows they need offense in that Thursday night game. Even if Keenan Allen doesn't play, I think they can generate enough offense to get the over 54.5 due to September Mahomes, due to, the overall Chargers offense is good enough. You dump it off to Austin Eckler maybe a few times, whatever, guys. That's going to do it. My top 10 best bets for week number 2. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.